Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Arvin Liliana. I will explain about my answer of listening comprehension final test. Part 1. Morning everyone. Quiet please. Right. Okay. So today I'm going to give you some advice to help you prepare for the exams next week. So make some notes as I'm talking please. Everybody ready? Now, while you're studying, eat food that give you energy. Don't be tempted to eat sweet or drink cola. Sugar won't help you study, but fruit and cereals will. Apples actually are especially good. Find a comfortable place with plenty of light when you study, but not too comfortable or you'll fall asleep. Try and keep a positive mind. It is easier to study when you are positive and relaxed. Now, if you start feeling anxious, have a little break. Go out for a stroll around the block. Don't try to learn everything. There is not time. Just choose the important things, the things that will get you the most points in an exam, and if you are not sure about this, ask me. First, learn the main ideas and don't worry too much about the details. If you have time, you can come back later and read the details. Make notes of these key points and read them. Cover them up and try to remember all the points. Now, it might boring but repetition helps you to remember. Use past exam papers to study. They will help you understand what kind of question come up. There are plenty of past exams in the library. You can photocopy them and take them home. Take regular breaks while you're studying. A 5-minute break every half hour is usually enough. Get some fresh air and stretch your arms and legs. Drink a glass of water too. It's important to keep hydrated. And last but not least, good luck. I'm sure you will all do your best. Part 2. Hey, I'm reading this really interesting article about the human body. Yeah? Well, we know all about that from biology lessons. No, we didn't learn much at all at school. They are discovering loads more things all the time. Really amazing thing. Do you that only about 1/3 of the cells in your body are really you? The rest are bacteria. What? I'm not really me. No, of course you are you. But you also have millions or trillions of bacteria in you. Ew! No, they are mostly really helpful. Someone did an experiment to see if animals can live without bacteria, and he found that a lot of them died or had to have a special diet. Animals need a bacteria to digest food. You see, so we're better off with bacteria. Unless the bacteria are bad. Unless they are bad, but they are nearly all good. Oh yeah, and going back to cells. Do you know how many cells you have in your body? Quite a lot, I'd say. A good few? Yeah, but how many? I don't know. I'm not mathematical. 7 octillions. That's 7 plus 27 nodes. I know it wasn't load. Okay, that's an amazingly huge number. Almost impossible to imagine. But the really weird thing is that most of the atmosphere are empty space, just air and nothing. And if you took out the empty space, you could fit your body inside a tiny cube which measures 1/500 of centimeters on either side. That's above measuring 0.002 of centimeters on each side. You'll be much too small to see. I can imagine that. It sounds like something that would happen in a really bad Hollywood movie. You know, a mad scientist goes, I'm going to extract all the air from your body. Okay, enough like for one day. Don't go. One last thing, did you know? No? Did you know that you probably have meats in your eyes? Meats in my eyelids? What are meats exactly anyway? Yeah, they are very small creatures, like insects, only not insects. They are about a third of a millimeter long, so you can really see them. The particular meats live in eyelids and eyebrow. But in mine? Well, maybe not. Only about 50% of people have them, and more older people. So you might not have any. Anyway, they're completely harmless. They're just a dead skin. Yeah, right, harmless. I really would have preferred not to know that. Sorry, alright, really. Part 3. Once upon a time, there were 3 little sisters dressed in green, who lived together in a beautiful place which was owned by a great king. Such a beautiful place as it was, the ceilings were made of turquoise and opal, and soft velvety green carpets covered the floors. Many other children lived with these little sisters, and they had such keen nurse called Dame Nature, who taught them how to do their work well, for everybody had some work to do for the great king. Surely no one could be unhappy in such a wonderful home, and yet, I'm sorry to say, one of the little sisters was always discontented. She knew, for Dame Nature had told her that someday the great king would come to see who had done loving work for him, and would give the good lilies beautiful with robes and golden crowns. But she was not willing to wait until the king was ready and saw fit to do it. When the sunbeam children come to play, she would hang down her head and sob, and after a while they would leave her alone and play with her sister. When Professor Rain's school was out, and the jolly little raindrops coaxed her to play with them, she would say crossly, "You are too rogue, let me alone." And they would go and play with the happy little sister as the sunbeam had done. For everybody loved the 2 good little lily sisters, who were sorry to see how naughty the other lily was. But they tried to do their best to help her, and kept on growing. One day, the great king, who had seen how well they tried to do, thought they would deserve their robes and crown. So he sent the sunbeam dancing away to awaken the inhabitants of the palace for the crowing. Away they went, peeping through the curtains and flying into the windows of the place and walking all the little children with kisses. Then they took off the old green dresses of the sisters and put pure white robes on them and gave them crowns of pure gold. The other little sister wished then that she had tried to do right, and dropped until she fade away. Madame Wine and the Burr family gave a grand concert in Maple Tree Park. Everything was full of gladness, and the Lily sister held a reception all day, and many people came to congratulate them upon being crowned. Among their visitors was wee Ruth, who kissed them and took them to a little sick friend. He smiled as he pressed them into his hand, saying, "Take them, please, for Easter," and in her sweet child language, she told the story of Easter, and of the wonderful work the great King's son did for the people of beautiful place. Thank you.